Okay, so you have to write the name of the device here. Very good. You have to write, you have to define the device, you have to write the specification, and you have to also write the limitations. Very nice. So you please select your gadget and write here. Right? You select your gadget and write here in the chat box so that I can see whether you have taken the gadget is allowed or not. Okay? Quickly, everybody write your devices and submit. You have to submit this assignment by next Thursday. You have 1 week's time to do that. Yes, everybody please select the device and write it in the chat box here. You have to submit it through Google Drive and I will inform you everything about it, but you have to complete it once. Start writing in my next lecture is on Tuesday and I'll inform you how you are going to submit. I'll share the links where you can submit it. Okay. Can everybody please write here the name of the device about which they are going to write the technical writing? Okay, KUR is smartphone, smart TV, Alexa, okay. Android mobile, okay. Device VR. Sumitra, what is VR? Smartphone, okay. Ashwin, smartphone, okay. Raspberry Pi 4, okay. Virtual reality. Okay, Sumitra, virtual reality is not a device. It's a concept. Okay, so you will get an opportunity to do this, but right now you have to just select a device, laptop, PC, okay. Virendra, PC is a generic term. I mean, it is a personal computer. Rather, you make it a specific like a laptop, or you can say 6th generation laptop, or laptop cum tablet. You can do that. Smartphone, PlayStation, which is very nice. Only this many. What rest of the students are going to do? AI. May I know what is AI specifically? AI is artificial intelligence, okay, but see, Kaushal, artificial intelligence is not a device, it is a technology. You are supposed to pick up a specific device. You get the point? So Kaushal, again, tell me your choice, and Sumitra, tell me your choice again. Sumitra, do you understand my point? You are not supposed to pick up a technology or a concept. You have to have a device about which you can write. You can describe the device. You can tell me what is it used for. Kaushal, again, smartphone, okay? You can be specific in device. For example, somebody took BlackBerry Pi 4. So that is a specifically, it is, about a very specific device. So that way you can also take a, very specific device. For example, many people are writing on a laptop. You may say, I want to write on a Surface Pro 5. So very specific in laptop. So yes, iPhone. Very good. So again, I would give a suggestion, those who are taking iPhone and smartphone. So smartphone people can generally write what are the uses of smartphone and everything. But now those who are taking iPhone, they may also, kind of compare that what is the difference between general smartphone and iPhone, right? So for example, somebody who was writing, for example, Harsh is writing Raspberry Pi 4. I think Harsh, Raspberry Pi 4 is not a device, right? Or it is a device, Harsh? Is it a device, Harsh? Okay, very good. So you may specifically write the difference between that particular device and general devices. You may also take Fitbit, you may take smartwatch. Yesha. Okay, Raspberry Pi. Okay. Any other? Ma'am, background voice both. Background voice is because I have a working lady who is cooking. So that's why. Just bear with me for 5-10 minutes and she will leave. So it is so much, background voice is so much so that you can't hear what I'm saying. Okay, how is it now? Did the background voice reduced? Okay, very nice. Thank you. Okay. Please, everybody, there are 48 people here. All 48 have to write their choice here. And I'm going to save this chat, copy paste and save it in a Word document. So whenever you submit your assignment, I'm going to check whether you have kept it or not. Kayuri Smart TV, okay?
मैम सर्च डिवाइस चाले
क्या डिवाइस बेटा?
सर्च डिवाइस एलेक्सा.
हाँ, यस, एलेक्सा चाले. Laptop, DSLR camera, smartphone, smart computer, good. DSLR camera is also a good choice. Everybody has made the choice? Mohammed, did you write? Okay, now I'm going to give you a task. You have to complete your assignment by next Thursday, okay? But still I'll have 2 lectures. In one lecture, okay, you can, Acha, would you be able to complete by next Thursday? All of you? Will you be able to complete by next Thursday? Virendra, no. So when do you want to submit? When can you submit? Because after this, I'm going to give you another assignment, which is of again 20 marks, and you have to make the presentation of it. So actually, I'm going to share 2 assignments in this month. So if you can't submit it by next Thursday, you will have, another assignment which is bigger. You have to write 500 words and you will have less time in that. Next Thursday, Aman, okay. You understand my point? જો તમે લોકો આ assignment છે next Thursday નહીં submit કરો તો મારે હજી એક assignment છે. મને મજા નથી. તપન શું થયું છે બેટા? ઓકે, કાંઈ વાંધો નહીં. જો એક વીકનો સમય સારી વસ્તુ છે. મારે હજી છે ને 15 days સુધીમાં બીજું પણ એક અસાઇનમેન્ટ આપવાનું છે તમને, રાઈટ? અને ઈચ એન્ડ તમારે 500 વર્ડ્સ લખવાના આવશે. સો ધીસ અસાઇનમેન્ટ આઈ સજેસ્ટ કે તમે લોકો છે નેક્સ્ટ થર્સડે સુધીમાં કરી નાખો. તમારી પાસે હજુ 15 days નો ટાઈમ છે. નાઉ આઈ એમ ગોઈંગ ટુ શેર સમથિંગ વિથ યુ ઇન ધ વોટ્સએપ ગ્રુપ. Okay, I have shared a Word file in your WhatsApp group. What you have to do is you have to read entirely, you have to understand, and I am going to ask you certain questions. You will be receiving it. I have shared it because of the low internet connectivity. It is little taking time. So I have shared it and you will have, oh my God, Tapan, please take care. Don't worry, Tapan. Please take care of yourself. And if there is something you can't do, don't worry about it. I will give you extra time to complete that. Barabar? So don't worry about it, Tapan. Please take care of yourself, right? And do as much as you can nicely. Okay, હવે WhatsApp I have shared a Word file. Okay, it is about how to write introduction, and it includes 4 techniques of writing an introduction. Okay, so what you will have to do is you have to read. I don't know what has happened to the internet. Okay, it is taking so much time and it is not being shared. Just a minute, I'll keep my phone somewhere near the window so that internet is good. Okay. Okay, did you get the assignment now? Sorry, Word file now? right? You have to thoroughly read the Word file, right? And I will ask you certain questions about it. How much time? Just see, it is a one-page file. What do you think? How much time do you need to read completely and understand that? How much time do you think you will need? Just check the file and let me know. I think you are trying to download the file still, right? Yes, this is your task for today. You have to read the entire page and I will ask the question. I will take your name and I'll ask the question. Everybody has to read it thoroughly. Why you are not replying? Where have you lost? I'm asking how much time do you need? તમે બધા ક્યાં વયા ગયા છો? હું તમને એવું પૂછું છું કે તમારે આ સમજીને મને રિપ્લાય કરવાનો છે. હું તમને આમાંથી ક્વેશ્ચન પૂછવાની છું. કેટલો સમય તમારે જોશે આ કરવા માટે? Nobody is telling me. 15 minutes is enough or you need more time? $15 minutes? Okay. So it is 11:40, 11:30 now. We'll meet again. Till then you read it. Uh, 20 minutes. Okay. Okay, let us say, okay, I'll give you 20 minutes, 11:35, but then we'll have only 10 minutes for question answers. So let us meet at 11:15. જો તમારે નહીં થયું હોય તો હું તમને 11:30 ના will stop doing it. જો તમને still સમયની જરૂર હશે, and then I'll give you 5 minutes extra, okay? So right now, Neil, we are keeping it 11:30 only.
હેલો મેમ.
બોલો બેટા.
મેમ પાછું રિપીટ કરો તો એ રીડ થઈ જાય પછી શું કરવાનું?
હું છે ને તમને એનાથી ક્વેશ્ચન પૂછીશ. સો યુ વિલ હેવ ટુ રિપ્લાય ધ ક્વેશ્ચન્સ ટુ મી.
ઓકે.
બરાબર?
ઓકે.
Okay, last 2 minutes, everybody, please. Last 1 minute. Okay, finally, everybody stop doing, come here. Now, if you have anything to answer, you have to answer only using your audio, because I'm also at the Word file, looking at the Word file. So you don't have to. So I'll not be able to read your messages. Are you there, everybody? Okay, tell me what the passage is. What is this about? What this entire page is about? Nobody is replying.
Writers, how to create
I'm asking a
interest
simple
for
question. How to create an interest for
create readers.
For readers. Wonderful. Anybody else? Can someone else tell me what is the entire write-up about? What is it about? Muhammad? Ayush? Neil? Kevin? Darshan? ખબર નથી. પારસ, દર્શિકા, યેશા, ભવદીપ, આરતી, શિવાની, જબીર, જમીર, અંકિત, કુશલ, દીપક. Kev is left, maybe because I asked a question. એટલે તમે લોકો યાર, why you are not replying to me? તમને આ પેસેજ સૌથી પહેલા સમજાયો કે ન સમજાયો? Did you understand anything in this or not? No?
Yeah.
Okay, આ એક જ વ્યક્તિ મારા ક્લાસમાં ભણે છે. બાકી તમે લોકો કોઈ ભણતા નથી કે શું? Okay, I will explain this. Right? Acha, so Bansi, why are you not replying, beta? Okay, I'll explain this passage, and tomorrow again in the next lecture again he'll ask questions. you have to reply this. See, this is, it is not a school. You have to read, understand, and reply. If you don't understand, you can ask me that, madam, મને આ વર્ડ નો સમજાયો, મને આ સેન્ટેન્સ નો સમજાયો, મને આખો આ પેસેજ જ નો સમજાયો. તમે મને પૂછી શકો છો, but you have to do the work. અને એટલા માટે આ સબ્જેક્ટમાં તમારી એક્ઝામ નથી. Do you understand? આજે હું આખો પેસેજ સમજાવી દઉં છું. I will ask the question, different question in the next lecture. Please pay attention. Okay, now I will not be able to read your comments. Professional writers who write for magazines and receive a pay for their work use 5 basic patterns to grab readers' interest. So this passage is, of course, basically about how to grab readers' interest, and in a way it is about how to write an introduction. What follows an explanation of each of these patterns, which examples from real magazine articles to illustrate the explanation. હવે actually જે લોકો મેગેઝિનમાં આર્ટિકલ્સ લખતા હોય છે, એ લોકો ઘણા બધા વેઝ યુઝ કરે છે જેના દ્વારા એ રીડર્સનું એટેન્શન છે એ એટ્રેક્ટ કરી શકે. એટલે એ લોકો ઇન શોર્ટ ઇન્ટ્રોડક્શન છે એ અલગ અલગ રીતે લખતા હોય છે, જેના કારણે રીડર્સ છે એનું ઇન્ટરેસ્ટ છે એ આખો આર્ટિકલ વાંચવા માટે બની રહે. So they read koi pan magazine hoy, koi pan article hoy. What we will do, we'll start reading. We'll read 1 or 2 lines and then we'll decide whether we are going to read the entire passage or not. Okay. So this is how it is. Some topics are better understood if a brief historical review of the topic is presented to lead into discussion of the moment. It is important that the historical review be brief so that it does not take over the paper. So some of the articles માં કેવી રીતે હોય, historical reviews છે એ લખવામાં આવ્યા હોય. So passage નું starting છે, કોઈ પણ વસ્તુનું starting છે એ history થી કરવામાં આવે, right? એના વિશે brief history આપવામાં આવે. For example, if you take the device Alexa, right? So you start with a brief history. If you take a smartphone, if you take smartwatch, anything, you start with its history. Another is, but a history છે એટલી બધી પણ ન હોવી જોઈએ. It should not be so long that તમારે એક પેજ લખવાનું હોય તો half page તો history જ હોય, એવું નહીં. 1 or 2 sentences, that way. Okay. Anecdotal. An anecdote is a little story. હવે કેટલા લોકોએ anecdote નો વર્ડ સર્ચ કર્યો મેગેઝિન, સોરી, anecdote વર્ડ છે એ ગૂગલ કર્યો? Nobody, right? How many people googled the word anecdote? હું તમને જરા 15 minutes નો સમય આપું છું. હું શું કરવા આપું છું? You can find out the hard words. You can, Google the hard words. પછી you understand. See, I'm not a Google. સમજાય છે તમને લોકોને? I am not a dictionary. આ એવી વસ્તુ છે કે તમે તમારી જાતે રિફર કરી શકો. એના માટે you don't need a teacher. You need teacher to do something better. સમજાય છે તમને લોકોને? બરાબર? હવે હું સ્કૂલમાં નથી આપણે કે હું તમને કઈ લેક્ચર આપું, તમે you listen to it for 30 minutes, 1 hour and that's over, right? You have to Google the word. You have to understand it. You have to read it 4 times, 5 times. પછી તમને ન સમજાય, you ask me the question and I'll tell you the techniques of how to do that. You understand? We are here to further, to go further that. આપણે એનાથી આગળ વધવાનું છે, right? Otherwise, in this time of internet, especially in the time of COVID, we all are learning online. So હું તમને જે કંઈ પણ કહું છું, you can do it yourself, right? But we are here to do things differently, which you cannot do on your own with the help of internet, Google and dictionaries. સમજાય છે તમને લોકોને? Are you there? કે તમે લોકો બધા વિડિયો છે એ ચાલુ રાખી અને you have gone?
No, ma'am.
So do you understand what I'm saying?
Yes, ma'am.
So, please search the words and find out the meaning. Okay, so anecdote is a little story. Anecdote કે નાનકડી સ્ટોરી જેમાં કોઈ બોધ કથા હોય, બરાબર? Everyone loves to listen to stories, being a paper by relating a small story that leads into the topic of your paper. હવે શું બધા લોકોને સ્ટોરી ગમતી હોય છે તો ઘણી વખત what you can do is when you start writing something you start it with a small story. Your story should be a small episode, not a full blown story with characters, plot and setting. Of course તમારી સ્ટોરી એટલી બધી લાંબી ન હોવી જોઈએ કે તમારે એક પેજ લખવું હોય તો પોણું પેજ તમારી સ્ટોરી થાય, right? Just a small story in 2 to 3 lines. If you do it right, your story will capture the reader's interest so that he or she will continue to read your paper. One caution, be sure that your story does not take over the paper. Remember, it is an introduction, not the paper. Right? So sometimes you will have to write a small story. A surprising statement. A surprising statement is a favorite introductory technique of professional writers. There are many ways a statement can surprise a reader. Sometimes a statement is surprising because it is disgusting. Sometimes it is joyful. Sometimes it is shocking. Sometimes it is surprising because of who said it. Sometimes it is surprising because it includes profanity. Professional writers have honed this technique to be a fine edge. What do you mean by the word profanity? કેટલા લોકોએ word profanity search કર્યો? Funny story is anecdote. કેટલા લોકોએ word profanity search કર્યો? Nobody, right? Very good. So the another technique that says as a statement, તમે એવું કોઈ statement આપો which is a surprising, for example. Now I will not give example. I have not given example in any of this and I will not give example. So you give a statement that shocks the reader. Sometimes it is so disgusting, કોઈને ગમે નહીં એવું હોય, ખૂબ funny હોય, right? And sometimes it creates a profanity. Profanity meaning, a strange statement, sometimes it could be a curse kind of a thing, I have to give example here that humankind will die in next 10 years. This kind of oath, something like that. Otherwise, I'm not giving any examples because I have another task for you people. So what is a statement? You give a statement in the beginning in such a manner that a reader is compelled to read the next of the article, right? Compelling એટલે એક એવું statement પેલા લખ્યું હોય કે જેના કારણે ફરજિયાત સમય ન હોય તો પણ રીડરને આખી સ્ટોરી વાંચવી પડે. Another is famous person. People like to know what celebrities say and do. Dropping the name of a famous person at the beginning of a paper usually gets readers' attention. It may be something that a person said or something he or she did that can be presented as an interest grabber. Interest grabber. What do you mean by the meaning? What is the meaning of the word interest grabber? Dhyan khechwa valu. Okay. You may just mention the famous person's name to get readers' attention or interest. The famous person may be dead or alive. Of course, bringing up this person's name must be relevant to the topic, even though the statement or action may not be readily relevant. A clever writer can convince the reader that it is relevant. So, sometimes you start with a famous person said something, એવી કોઈ વ્યક્તિ કે જેની સાથે બધા રીડર્સ છે કનેક્ટ કરી શકે. સો એના વર્ડ્સ, એનો એક્સપિરિયન્સ, એના વિશે કંઈક જો તમે શરૂઆતમાં કહો અને પછી તમે બાકીનું જે લખવા માંગો છો, that all you connected with it, it can be interesting. Last is declarative. The meaning of the word declarative is, this technique is quite commonly used, but it must be carefully used to the writers because it defeats his whole purpose of using one of those patterns to get readers' interest. In this pattern, the writer simply states straight out what the topic of this paper is going to be about. It is the technique that most students writers use with only modest success most of the time, but good professional writers use it too. So declarative meaning you inform it in the beginning that what you are going to say. It is not a very good technique because એમાં surprise element નથી, એમાં story નથી, એમાં shocking statement નથી. પણ છતાંય at least generally students છે આ technique નો use કરતા હોય. So these are the different ways of starting your write up, whatever you are writing, and these are the techniques that are used in the introduction paragraph of your write up. So every passage has to have introduction, and it can be in one of these ways. આમાંથી કોઈ તમે use કરી શકો. I again repeat, one is historical overview, તમે history થી start કરો, બીજું તમે story થી start કરો, ત્રીજું તમે કોઈ એવું surprising statement થી start કરો કે જે shocking હોય, એકદમ લોકોને હલબલાવી નાખે એવું હોય, બીજું તમે કોઈ famous person થી start કરો, અને ત્રીજું તમે simply એવું કહો કે આ essay ની અંદર કે આ write up ની અંદર તમે શું કહેવાના છો, what are you going to explain. So these are the different ways of writing introduction. હું તમને એટલા માટે સમજાવું છું કે આના પછીનું હું જે તમને assignment આપવાની છું એ assignment ની અંદર you are going to use these techniques. You will also have the conclusion, right? In the next session we are going to learn about how to write conclusion and what are the different ways of writing conclusion. Now you all please read this carefully, this Word document. I am going to have a quiz in the next lecture, in the beginning of the lecture, where you are going to answer. The quiz would be related to this Word file, and from the next lecture onwards, I have got all of your email IDs. So we'll have to do 2-3 things. One is we are going to have this test on this Saturday. તમારા આ Saturday તમારી એક ટેસ્ટ લેવાની છે, એના વિશે હું ગ્રુપમાં તમને મેસેજ કરીશ, જનરલ ગ્રુપમાં અને આપણા પર્સનલ ગ્રુપમાં પણ. પછી આપણે ચોઇસ સિલેક્શન કરવાનું છે ઓનલાઈન, એન્ડ થર્ડ ઇઝ મને તમારા ઈમેલ આઈડીઝ મળી ગયા છે, એટલે વી આર ગોઈંગ ટુ યુઝ ગૂગલ ડ્રાઈવ એન્ડ ગૂગલ ક્લાસરૂમ નાઉ ઓનવર્ડ્સ. આ બધું I will teach you so far this much. Today we learned how to write an introduction, what are the different ways in which an introduction can be written, and how a beautiful introduction can compel the reader read your entire passage. આજે હું તમને આટલું બધું મેં lecture આપ્યું છે. Generally our classroom is going to be a discussion mode, right? Lectures are not that encouraging. Hope did you understand in this lecture, everybody? Did you understand anything? Or I was too fast? Okay, thank you. Or I was too fast? You understand, right? Okay, rest of the people are not replying. From next lecture onwards, we'll keep the video on maybe so that I know that everybody is here and everybody is listening. Right? Okay, thank you so much. Have a good day, everybody. We have a test this Saturday at 12 o'clock, and I'm going to share the details in the group. Thank you, everybody. Have a good day. Thank you so much.